Alright, so in this video we're going to take a quick walkthrough of the ETOM instrument that was recently updated or subtly updated in Bitwig 2.0. So if you've already watched the video on the E-Kick or haven't seen it yet, they're essentially the same exact device, and I'm not entirely sure why a few of the parameters aren't labeled exactly the same, but they're essentially the same exact device. Just one you would use to create more of a tom sound or a higher drum sound, and the other you'd use to create a kick drum sound. So I'm sure they're just subtly kind of enhanced for those specific features. But if we're talking about the differences between the ETOM from Bitwig 1 versus the ETOM in Bitwig 2, just like all the other devices, the biggest change is that we've stripped out the few modulators that it had and we've moved it over to the new modulator section on the left hand side, where we can expose using the modulator or show modulators tab, and then using any of these plus buttons add in additional sources of modulation like LFOs or envelopes, etc. So the ETOM then is organized into three main sections. We have our generation section where we set the tuning, the decay, and the click parameters for our ETOM. Then we have the pitch envelope generator section where we can bend the frequency of the ETOM over time. And finally we have the global section where we set the velocity sensitivity of this device, the overall volume, as well as where we have a slot for adding in additional effects, audio effects, for processing the output of this device. So the sound making process then begins in the generation section, where we start by setting the decay time, which is when I trigger a new note. How long does that note take to decay or die away after each trigger? Ranging from about 3-ish seconds, getting really short down to about 30 milliseconds. And underneath that we can set the tuning, and you see the little pop-up dialog box there, the actual frequency or the note that we're setting it to. So it goes pretty low and moderately high. Then underneath that we have our click section, which kind of just adds a snappiness to the start of this sound. And we can set its general tone character, so a little bit brighter snap versus a little bit duller snap. And then this just makes the snap a little bit less or more impactful, which is super subtle. And then we move on to the pitch envelope generator section, where we start by setting the amount in terms of semitones that we pitch up the produced tone or pitch of the ETOM, and then bend it down over the decay period and the decay exponential or linear shape. And then we just set the velocity sensitivity, so if I play softer or firmer notes, is the output of this instrument softer or louder? And then the overall volume. And that's the ETOM device. Fairly straightforward for just making electronic tom sounds. So hope you found this video helpful. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any questions or comments you may have below. All right, bye.